What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to teach you how to do the toe side front side 360. When doing the toe side front side 360, some tricks you're gonna probably already wanna know how to do is basically just a toe side wake to wake jump, also a toe side wake to wake 180. This trick isn't necessarily necessary, but a heel side backside 180 wake to wake will help a lot just because it will sort of help you know how to land blind better. I do have all of those trick tutorials on my channel, so if you are interested in learning them, make sure you go check them out. The edge you're gonna wanna take is exactly the same as the toe side wake to wake jump and the toe side wake to wake 180. So basically just get about 3/4 away from the wake as you possibly can. Pause out there for a second, let that tension line up nicely, and do a nice progressive medium-ish edge in towards the wake. Now that you have started your medium progressive edge in towards the wake, make sure you follow through that edge all the way through the top of the wake. Once you reach the bottom of the wake, make sure you're nice and squatted, and as you get closer and closer to the top, make sure you start to push and push more until your legs are straight, so you're pushing nice and hard for that straight up, straight down pop. You're going to want to make sure you reach the very peak of your jump before you start initiating your rotation. You can even wait barely after the peak where you're slightly coming down to initiate that rotation for the front side 360. So once you have reached that peak and are ready to initiate your rotation, you're going to take this handle and slowly start pulling it over to your rear hip. Now that you have initiated your rotation by pulling that handle over to your rear hip, you're going to want to continue that rotation by continuing pulling this handle all the way over to your lower back. This motion is going to be very last second. You're going to be wanting to go to blind very last second on the down side of the wake. So make sure you continue pulling this handle over to your lower back. Get it nice and tight against your lower back. Spot your landing right here, or find somewhere to look near the shoreline to keep your chest over your toes. Bend your knees on impact and just ride away, edging away from the boat on your toes. If you aren't comfortable landing blind, feel free to just handle pass last second. That's another way to do it as well. The reason I want you to initiate the spin so late is basically just because this trick is very similar to a backside 180, and the later you rotate, the easier it is to land blind. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to slip on your butt. So yeah, just making sure you're really patient and initiate the trick late will help make this trick a lot easier. Also, if you do initiate the spin early, it's really easy to over rotate to a 540. I actually find the toe side wake to wake 540 a lot easier than the toe side wake to wake front side 360. So if you do handle pass early, it will usually throw you all the way to a heel 5. You can just ride away on your heels if you want. But to do the toe front 3, I definitely suggest waiting and rotating later. If you are one of those guys who wants to handle pass early and stop your rotation with the tension, that's fine too. It's just not personally the way I like to do it. I sort of find it that it looks silly kind of, but that's all personal preference, and if you like the way that looks, you can do that as well. One last little tip that could help a lot is maybe slowing down a lot and making your rope really short so you don't have to jump that far. Do a nice small toe side wake to wake front side 360. It could help you learn this trick a lot faster. I'm just going to give you a quick little summary of the entire toe side wake to wake front side 360. Basically, just make sure you get outside, pause for a second, wait for that tension about 3/4 of the way away from the wakes. As you've waited for that tension, get on a nice medium-ish progressive edge in towards the wakes. Make sure you edge all the way through and up through the top of the wake, and as you're doing this, be low and squatted at the bottom of the wake. As you're approaching the top, push more and more to get that straight up, straight down pop. Once you have reached the peak of your jump, or just barely after the peak, that's when you can initiate your rotation. Make sure you start pulling that handle over to your rear hip. Continue that pull all the way over to your lower back. Land on the down side of the wake. Make sure your chest is over your toes. That handle is close, tight into your lower back. Bend your knees on impact, and just ride away, edging away from the boat on your toes. That's how you do the Toeside frontside 360. If y'all like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Comment below on what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future, or what kind of tricks you guys want to learn in the future. Also, if you are struggling with this trick, make sure you comment below how you're struggling, and I'll try and get back to you and help you out as much as I possibly can. Also, if you're really struggling with this trick, make sure you send me a DM on Instagram of maybe a video of your attempt. I'll analyze the video and I'll help you out as much as I possibly can. I will be out here making a wakeboarding video every second day forever, so make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.